Well, that was what was kind of cool about the HTC Vive is that haptic feedback. Because when you're doing the bow and arrow thing, it really does kind of feel like you're drawing the arrow back. It gives you a little bit of vibration, as if the arrow is pulling across the arrow rest and it's rubbing on it. It's really cool.
So they just made some announcements too. They're not going to make like a new Vive yet, but they showed a new headset attachment that makes the Vive fit on your head a little bit more comfortably. And they showed what they're calling the tracker, which is essentially the end of the controller, which can be attached to, they said anything. So it depends what a developer makes it work with. But one of the things they showed is it were on the end of a gun to like play different gun games. They put it on the end of a baseball bat. And the baseball bat, then you could see the bat in the Vive game that you were playing or the baseball simulation you were playing. But they could pull in real Major League Baseball pitches, actual data, because they have them all from the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. Any pitch from any pitcher you want to see, you can have now come at you, and you can go ahead and try to hit it.
Oh, my God.
And probably then put you, theoretically, in any park you want or wherever the hell you want to be swinging baseball bats.
How many dudes are going to be blowing their shoulders apart?
Well.
Swinging at the air with this thing.
Hopefully you're not, like, bashing your house up, too, but... Like that idea can be expounded on.
Now, would you? I would think that if you were going to do something like that, you would want to do it with a bat that's like the same weight as a real bat.
You'd probably want the actual. They had an actual wooden baseball bat. They just screwed the thing on the bottom.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. So you could do it with that. You could probably have a sword. You could probably have a bow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
If you had a sword, do you know what kind of a fucking awesome workout you would get? My arms were so tired at Duncan's place just for playing his archery thing, and I'm not even pulling anything back. I'm just holding my arm up. Like there's no actual resistance pulling the bow back, but just holding your arm straight in front of you and doing this over and over again. My arms were killing me, man.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. Like this actually has some physical benefit to it. And the boxing game has real benefit to it. Like the boxing game, I think you could learn how a person moves and how it feels like to spar with them. You see punches come at you. You can learn how to slip punches. You can learn how to counter with things. You don't feel hitting anything. That's the only thing that's missing. You don't feel them hitting you. But at least when they hit you, you see like sparks.
So one of the, I'll try to find a little, it's not worth me pulling up the video, but there was a haptic feedback, essentially a backpack/chest thing you put on for VR that would give you some sort of shocks or you'd feel something.
Ooh.
I don't know how hard it would feel.
Should jolt the shit out of you.
There was another one. There's in the video I watched showing the data trackers that they were adding onto different devices. They put it on a fire hose, and they also put a jacket on you that had heaters in it.
Whoa.
So while you're putting out a fire and it's giving you feedback of the hose, it's also getting warmer and you're getting hot. So like there's different. That's not really a game as more of it is a simulation or it is a training tool for an actual fire company.
Well, it's also to let you know like what's the potential for like a Doom game from 2024.
For sure. Yeah, maybe 2 years from now. Hopefully,
yeah.
We'll see what happens at E3 this year with what these companies are going to announce. With the new Xbox is supposedly going to have a VR.
As soon as someone comes up with a haptic feedback suit, you know, that's able to get hot and cold and vibrate and jolt and even give you a little bit of pain.
Yeah, you need something.
You need a little bit of pain. A little fucker. You know, where you're really feeling it.
Do you remember that?
Oh my God, what is this thing?
So this is another like VR. This guy's flying around in space.
This is insane. We're looking at this guy leaning forward. He's got his forearms and his hands connected to this these two handles in the front, and in the back, his feet are strapped into this thing, so he's kind of planking the whole time. It doesn't look like there's anything on his stomach. Is that correct, or is there something on his stomach?
I don't think so. So I think
that's hard to do, man.
It didn't look like the most comfortable thing.
Yeah, see, he's leaning on his forearms, and he's steering himself with his own body weight. Well, that would be a fucking vicious workout, man.
But when you're flying, I don't think you'd be laying on something really either, unless you were flying on like a carpet or you know what I mean.
Well, he's still like it's weird. Like his body's not subject to gravity, but his stomach is. His body's being pulled down, yeah. So you'd have to like really develop your. I bet a lot of people are gonna hurt their back on that, because like you're gonna do it, and you're gonna strap yourself into that thing, and you're gonna get to a point where you're too exhausted to keep planking.
What it says up here in the corner underneath their little banner, it says it's good for exercise.
Fuck yeah, it
strengthening
is.
your core and your upper body and all that.
Oh, dude, people are going to be bulletproof if they keep doing that. Like, if that's going to be one of those Dance Dance Revolution type things where people start doing it and they get in shape because of it. Because, like, this looks really hard to do. You remember that thing that we had on the podcast that we reviewed, that frog? You remember the frog? Brent, I believe Schaub was telling us about it. But it's a weight thing that you do where you move your body forward and backward.
Yes.
It's like do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You actually move forward and backward with it. I think it's called the frog. But it looks remarkably similar to that thing. So imagine if you have a game where you put virtual reality headsets on and you do that frog workout thing.
Can't find it.
You can't find it? Give it a try.
I typed in frog and it's just giving me pictures of frogs lifting weights and stuff.
What about frog weightlifting equipment? The frog. The bullfrog? No. Is that it? What it is, folks, is that the way a frog looks when it's moving across water, when it has those kicks with its back legs and its forelegs, and they come together and then they go apart. Frog fitness, there it is. And this thing is this weird, it's got wheels on the front and wheels on the back, and you connect your feet to the base of it and your upper body to the front of it. Scooch ahead so we can see these guys doing this. Hey, look, I got a football. But it's a serious piece of workout. See, here you see this guy moving with this thing back and forth and back and forth. And I think you can change the resistance in those cables. You can make it more difficult to do. And apparently it gets you in sick shape. I've heard a lot of people talking about this thing, saying it's a tremendous piece of strength and conditioning equipment.
Should probably open.
Yeah, it's 1:30.
Yeah.
All right, we'll bring in Hunter Motz. That'll be podcast 2. But imagine doing this with, like, handles, virtual reality, and you're doing a game. I mean, these guys are crawling along with this thing. Imagine if you're doing this, but you think you're flying in a spaceship, and you're shooting shit.
We just need to get virtual reality into bigger spaces so we can be moving around and be playing with each other. I think that's a big gap we need still to be fixed.
Yeah, football fields.
Yeah.
Virtual reality on football fields.
We also don't want to we need to not like, if we both have on headsets, I don't want to bump into you.
Yes, that's
so
big.
They got to figure that
next
step too.
Interesting stuff, young Jamie.